Today I'm going to go through how to refurbish an old trunk. I went through a phase where I was collecting them. I had like too many. Great for end tables, coffee tables, and storage. You can put them at the end of your bed, in your hallway. They're great storage. For a while they were really expensive, but they come down on price. I bought them anywhere from $150 to $3.50. So I'm going to show you a few that I have. This first one I haven't done anything with. As you can see, I use it to store my paints and supplies that I can't leave outside. As you can see, there is a canvas on the top, over top of a wood, and then there's metal strappings and leather fittings. And most generally, the latches are missing where somebody's broke it open to get into it because they've lost the key. You can see inside that the wood, it had like a wallpaper over top of it, and frequently that comes off. Like I said, this is storing my paint. They hold quite a bit. This one I've deconstructed to show you how to line it, and we'll go through that in a little bit. And that one's got a leather patina on it, like a leather wallpaper over top of it. I did not and don't plan on refurbishing that one. This one I got two of them for $7.50, and the canvas was coming off and it looked pretty ratty. So I took the canvas off top of the wood, which was pretty labor intensive. It took X-Acto knives and scrapers and took me a bit of time. And then I took some tung oil over top of the wood and painted all the metal strapping black. I used these for my end tables. As you can see inside this one, I've lined the whole inside of it. I used white foam. Then you take quilt batting over top of the white foam and then material over it. This one I did do the top, and I'm going to show you why not to use the white foam. I wanted to show you on these two foams. See the white foam, how it has the little beads? Those are compressed foam. And when you cut into it, they break off in little pieces and they have static electricity. They stick to everything, where you can see the pink foam is more dense and it's constructed differently, and it's much easier to work with. I've deconstructed the inside of the trunk that I've lined. What you need is a straight edge, a pair of scissors, some packing tape, and a X-Acto knife or a box knife. If it's dull, you can break these off with a pair of pliers. They're scored so that you can get a sharp edge. You take the measurement of the inside of the trunk and subtract about 1/4 inch to 3/4 inch, depending on how thick a foam you use. I start with the long ends of the inside of the trunk, and then I do the short ends, because when you're putting these pieces in, if you break them, you're not wasting as much of the foam. And you just simply put the straight edge on your line after you've measured it and cut it. It cuts very easily. Cut a piece of quilt batting the size you need and the material larger. And if you go a little too large, that's fine, because you can trim it down once you tape it. Cut your pieces of tape ahead of time because it just makes it easier. Start with your ends. And now I'm going to show you how to put these back in. Put your sides in first. And your bottom end last. The snugger you make the bottom without breaking it, the better it holds the side pieces in place. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope I helped you in some way. If you like these videos, like, subscribe, share, and I will see you next week.